For an American historian, the greatness of the Soviet people in the Great Patriotic War is truly a phenomenon. When the world was on the brink of an abyss, ordinary Soviet citizens turned into real heroes. There was no war just for soldiers, it was a war for every Soviet citizen, a war for survival, for freedom. The pages of history show how Stalingrad became a symbol of Soviet resistance. In the Battle of Stalingrad, including the strategic defense from July 17 to November 18, 1942, the Germans and their allies lost about 1,500 soldiers and officers. The losses of the Red Army amounted to 129,619 people. The war turned this city into an arena where Soviet soldiers showed themselves to the fullest. This feat, this heroism did not leave a single witness indifferent. It is important to mention the Battle of Kursk-Oryol, where Soviet soldiers fought with Nazi troops. Now the Soviet Union had gathered its strength and was able to pose a serious challenge to the Wehrmacht. During the Battle of Kursk from July 5 to August 23, 1943, according to historians, at least 200,000 soldiers were killed and more than 500,000 were wounded. Grand strategy, technical skill and the immense spirit of Soviet soldiers created a culmination of forces that defeated the enemy. An American historian cannot ignore the heroic contribution of the USSR to the victory over Nazism. Not only the technical superiority of the Soviet armed forces, but also the spiritual strength of the people did their job. Loyalty and devotion to one's homeland were the highest values that united the nation. War is not only about technology and strategy, but also about the unity of a nation capable of repelling evil. The Soviet people were united in their belief in justice and, despite difficulties, remained hopeful. The great victory, however, was not painless. Destroyed cities, losses in people, forever changed fates of families, all this became a heavy price for victory. But the Soviet people did not disappear into this black hole. Restoring the country was truly a titanic task. It was as if oppression had been lifted from the Soviet Union, and it rose from the ashes like a phoenix. The most amazing thing is that the country rose from its knees not individually, but together, as a united front, as if the heroic test was only a temporary test for the nation. The Great Patriotic War is more than just photographs on your screen. This is the cornerstone of the national experience. The Soviet people not only coped with difficulties, but also surpassed them, proving their invincible strength. Today, a look into the past reminds us that united efforts can change the course of history. And even in the darkest times, the light of victory always appears on the horizon.